What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. How about it? Tigers win, Tigers win. LSU takes the series from Auburn. A game 2 win, 9-6. After Auburn had taken a 5-3 ball game, 5-3 lead in the ball game. LSU again responds, same thing that they did in game 1. After Auburn put a charge, although game 1 it was bottom 7, top 8. This time it was Auburn putting up a 2 spot in the 6th. LSU fought to take a 5-3 lead. LSU follows with their 3 spot in the 7th. Then a run in the 8th and 2 runs in the 9th, which gave LSU the insurance it needed on the big blast by Jordan Thompson, which he crushed to left center, which was great. So anyway, LSU holds on. Nice start by A.J. Labus, although it's just been a real challenge for LSU to keep the ball in that park. We talked about it leading up to the series. It's just that park, the dimensions are small, it plays small, the wind's blowing out, and they are just trying to golf everything into the air to get it up into that jet stream, for lack of a better phrase, that wind tunnel. Just push it out. But 4 home runs for Auburn last night. That makes 7 in 2 games. But y'all, every home run they've hit has been a solo. No, they had a 2-run homer last night. So 6 of the 7 homers have been solo homers, though. So part of me's like, I'll take it. Okay. I forgot to share this to Twitter. Let me do that real quick. Then we'll say some good mornings. Whatever y'all got, fire away. Game 3 today. LSU going for the sweep. Boom. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. All right. Let's say some good mornings. See what y'all got. Erica and Drew are still sleeping. We did, however, have another companion show last night, and I'm sure if Cliff Nelson is watching yet, he will point out that Scone After Dark remains undefeated, which is actually pretty cool. So, okay, Trivia Carter, what's up, man? Good morning over there on YouTube. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Tremendous help. Let's see, Facebook, Kirk Taylor, Jonathan Martin, Mark McCarter, good morning, good morning. Breezy Bro, what up, what up? Let's see, Kirk going for sweeping for the 3rd time this year. Will it happen? So it's obviously very hard to sweep, as we've seen. It's even harder to sweep on the road. Auburn, for what it's worth, last week won their first series of the year. And they won it, but they won game 1. No, I'm sorry, they lost game 1, Lost game 1 and came back and won games 2 and 3. But Auburn has kind of scattered their wins haphazardly sort of throughout the year. So they are going to whole staff it again today. I'm certain Paul Maneri is going to go with Mikhail Hilliard. And remember, you can bring Garrett Edwards back today. You have Will Helmers still available. Blake Money if you need him. So let me see how far Thompson's homer went last night. I wanted to see 401 feet. Yeah, that would have left the box. The left center, absolutely. Lance Richard, fun show last night. Thanks, Lance. If y'all missed that, Coogan is a trip, but he was a trip last night. So Coogan hopped on, Musso hopped on, Terrio was there for a minute, Hunt was there. So good time on the companion show last night, watching a little LSU Auburn game 2. So if you're on Facebook and you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I can actually drop that link in the Facebook comments. So if y'all want, you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Because when we do the companion shows, because I'm doing them via Zoom, so that way we can invite guests on, I can only send it to one stream, and I'm sending it to YouTube just because YouTube is just better. So, Hunter Picard, what's up, Hunter? Tell me about Sharif O'Neal. Coogan asked Hunt about Sharif O'Neal about 15 times. It was sort of the recurrent joke last night. Carly Cat, what's up, man? Kenneth Martin, how many conference wins do they need to get in the NCAA tournament? So, Kenneth, we've talked about this a good bit. Excuse me. So, we've said here what felt realistic was getting to 13 and 17, and then at least a win in the SEC tournament. That would put you at 14 conference wins, 13 regular season, 1 in the SEC tournament. Teams historically from the SEC that have won 14 SEC games have gotten into regional play more than 60% of the time. At 13 conference wins, teams have gotten in roughly 30% of the time. So by winning one more game, you more than double your odds of getting in. So again, what we had talked about was get one against Ole Miss and Arkansas, then take 2 each against Auburn, Bama, A&M. That would put you at 13. Well, if they sweep today, but if they win today, that puts you at 10 wins with 2 series to go. If you win 2 at home against Bama, who's playing really well right now, and 2 against A&M, who A&M, I didn't dream that, did I? That A&M won last night? Florida beat Kentucky, State beat South Carolina, Vandy beat Bama, Arkansas beat Georgia. Yeah, A&M, that's right, they walked them off. A&M walked off Ole Miss last night, 9-8. So, anyway, if you win today and then you take 2 each of the next 2 weekends, I don't think it matters what you do in Hoover. So, I think 14 with an RPI. LSU's RPI today is 19, by the way. Like, you're getting in the tournament with an RPI of 19. Now, you got to go win some more games, but let's see. So Kenneth, I guess the point is 14 needs to be your aim. 13 and a win in the SEC tournament, I think, does it. 14 in the regular season, I think you're in. Especially considering their RPI and strength of schedule. Cliff Nelson, Scone After Dark, is still undefeated. Team Drew, let's go. I mentioned that at the onset, Cliff. I said, if Cliff's here, he'll mention that Scone After Dark is undefeated. Still undefeated. We're 4-0 on companion. LSU is 4-0 when we do companion shows. It's a fact. It's a scientific fact. Mark McCarter, Brandon Atchison. Morning, everyone. Be sure and use your blinkers appropriately. Thanks, Terrio. It needed to be said. It did. That was part of Terrio's letter yesterday. He actually wrote, it wasn't like one big letter. It was many different letters to people who are behave poorly in traffic. We'll put it that way. Megan Hurst, good morning. Samuel Merrifield. How's LSU's baseball recruiting class so far before the draft? I don't know. I well, what I can tell you that I do know is probably the best prospect in the state of Louisiana is a pitcher out of Lake Charles who's committed to Mississippi State. And I think that is one of the big issues that LSU has had. When you offer players so young, sometimes when you offer a kid at 14 and he's the best player on his team, he's not going to get exponentially better. But there's a kid at 14 who maybe isn't great yet, but by the time he's 17 in 3 more years, he's a guy you have to have. That's the case with the kid out of Lake Charles. And he's now committed to Mississippi State. So I think LSU has done a good job of recruiting. Like you see LSU every year at top of recruiting rankings, but that's in part due to guys who will never show up on campus and recruiting talent but not necessarily need. Does that make sense? Like, I think the analogy I gave is, remember a few years ago when LSU had more kickers than linebackers on the roster? And you might have been having top 10, top 5 classes, but you weren't addressing needs, so you had major holes on your roster. Roster management was a problem. I think I think it's pretty clear that's kind of an issue on this team as well. But I tell you, they are getting better, man. Hunt mentioned this last night on the companion show. He's right. Like, Morgan and Cruz are studs. I think K. Doty plays in Major League Baseball. Milazzo is a great defensive catcher. Jordan Thompson has become a very good SEC shortstop, and he's hit more than I think any of us expected him to. Gio is a good college baseball player. Gavin Dugas is a good college baseball player. I think this team should be better than what their record is. And I really believe that had the schedule been flipped, right? Had you started with Auburn, Bama, Texas A&M instead of starting with Mississippi State at Tennessee, Vanderbilt, had your first 9 been flipped, you don't start 1-8. And I think our feeling on this team is different. The confidence may be different. There's a lot of. I just think it just would have been a lot different. But to their credit, you start 1-8, and instead of folding like a cheap tent, you've dug yourself out of the hole and put yourself in position to make a run. I mean, it's super admirable, man. I know that didn't completely answer your question about recruiting. But I think this is going to be a very interesting offseason for baseball. Kyle DeVille, good morning. Kelly Presley, Jeff Stipe, good morning. Jordan Thompson is quickly becoming my favorite player. He has improved dramatically. Jeff, I mean, I'm gonna tell this story, I'm sure his whole career here, but if you actually, I remember watching Jordan Thompson's first at bats of the season. He pinch hit in the opener this year. And he struck out twice and looked awful doing so. Because the big conversation early in the year, if you remember, was third base. They started Helmers. Well, Helmers kicked a few, and anyway, we remember how that went. Well, when they put Thompson in at third, we were kind of thinking it was going to be Will Safford. So it was like, well, why are they putting Thompson in? So Thompson goes in at third, and he struck out and looked awful striking out, like not even competitive at bats. So to think that kid's, creeping up on 300 is incredible. Trying to see his. Anyway. Patrick Kason, good morning. Kirk Taylor, LSU bullpen's in great shape today. Might be their best management of the pen this year. The one thing I'll disagree with, Kirk, the one thing there is Javen Coleman last night, it was so obvious he just didn't have it, man. He only went 2/3 of an inning. You know, walked a guy, threw a wild pitch, hit a guy, gave up a hit. I mean, he didn't have it. I mean, 29 pitches to get 2 outs. Just I just shouldn't have waited, I think. But went to Fontenot, and he got him out of that inning. Coleman got the first out of the inning because he started the seventh. Fontenot finished it. And the Fontenot pitched the eighth and the ninth. Didn't allow a run. When Fontenot's on, he's on, man. Let's see. What y'all doing today, man? Mother's Day weekend? Connor O'Neill, what's up, man? Sharif O'Neill should be solid. Just wish he'd spell his last name correctly. That, Connor, I don't know if you were on the companion show last night, but Coogan referenced Sharif O'Neill as a recurring joke over and over again. It was funny. Same thing happened with Dykeman. Wasn't the best player at Brother Mart when LSU started recruiting him. It happens with a lot of guys, man. I mean, it's interesting. It's almost like you feel like you've got to, if you feel like you got to get in on kids early. But I mean, you could start recruiting kids early without giving them committable offers at 14. Anyway. Mark McCarter, here's to you old folks that protected your country but now forget to use blinkers and are criticized by young whippersnappers that play the game for a living. Oh, man. Kerry Hughes. Had someone asked me if Hudco did work in Chicago yesterday in the golf tournament. Yes. Love it. Kerry took his Hudco hat up to Chicago and wore it at my request in the golf tournament that he was playing in, and posted on Instagram a picture of it. So Hudco all over the place. Y'all's hats are going out as well. Everybody who's requested them, who sent me an address, your hats are going out. So you'll have your hats soon. Dad, good morning. Andrew Baer. Morgan is a special talent. He is, man. He last night was awesome again, man. It's just so rare that you ever talk about a first baseman's defense, but 2 for 4 last night, 2 runs scored. The strikeout was devastating, but at the time it came, but still, that dude's more than pulled his weight. He's been awesome. Troy Abear, morning, Matt. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, Troy. Same to you, man. Paul Landry, thanks for doing the live show last night. Fun interaction with everyone. I enjoyed a Highland Park 8-year single malt. There you go, Paul. It's not a Scotch guy, man, but glad you were hanging out with us. Ryan Dixon, Musso laying in his mom's oversized rocker was legit. Wanted to hear him yell more meatloaf. Coogan was making fun of him, so because like the recliner, Musso. If you haven't seen the companion show from last night, Musso obviously he was kicked back in a recliner and he had his phone, I guess, like on the arm, looking at him, and so he's laying back. It was like just straight up, and then the big giant recliner was swallowing him. It was funny. So then Coogan was making fun of the recliner, or the fact that Musso is just small. It's hilarious. Anyway, it was good times. I had a good time. Stephen Miller, morning bud from Traction, suntan day, suntan Saturday. Yes, sir. Wear that sunscreen, bro. Beautiful day, man. Beautiful day. John Bro, morning, Matt. Great win by baseball last night. Do you think Hilliard may start today? I do. I think Hilliard will get the start today. I hope he does well, man. I really do. It would be great for him if he could, as a senior, reestablish a role. I'd feel great for him if that happened. I can't say that I'm super confident that it'll be consistent, but it'd be great if it was. Elias Karam, do you think Labus is still getting over that complete game, or is that just Auburn being Auburn? Elias, I think that's part of it. I will also say we had a little disagreement on the companion show about when Maneri hooked him, and I think because his pitch count wasn't super high yet, Labus was at 89 pitches, but he'd given up 5 runs. He gave up 4 homers. Or did he give up all 5 of the homers? They gave up. He gave 4 homers. He gave 4 homers. But all the runs were via home run. 5 strikeouts, couple of walks. But when he gave up the homer and then the single to follow, I was like, okay, he's done. Like, go get him. And Maneri did. And the complete opposite happened at Ole Miss with Javen Coleman after he gave up the 3-run homer and then they let him load the bases. I think it was the right decision to hook him when they did. I just think who was that, Jonathan? Jonathan, the tough part is like, and I wish I had the track man for all the Auburn home runs, but like the one that they hit to right center where it's 361 in the power alley. I mean, the box is 385 to the power alley. Like 361 that clears the fence by 10 feet, that's a fly out at the box. I mean, it's just, so it's hard to judge, man. Like you look at the line score, you see they gave up the homers, but it's like the one that went off the batter's eye, I mean, dude, it's 365 or 385. It's 385 to straightaway center. Like it's 405 at the box. It's 20 feet shorter. Like, so it went off the batter's eye, like coming down, it went off the batter's eye, but like, that's not leaving the box. Anyway, so it's hard to tell, man. It's like, I don't know how much of that was him, how much of that was playing in a small park. Hey, bud. Good morning. Good morning, buddy. E-Rock's up. If we want to do some Ask E-Rock, maybe? Maybe? What? If we want to do some Ask E-Rock later, maybe? Ooh. Well, Ask E-Rock, maybe 32 people watching on YouTube, only 14 likes. Please get those likes up, 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 up. Gracias, gracias. Let's see. Do you think Labus is still getting over the complete game? I think it should answer that one. Gnarly Barley Fest today. There you go, Hunter. It sounds like a lot of fun, dude. I'd love to go to that. Huh. I think we're going to be at Clegg's today, though. It's kind of our Mother's Day weekend tradition. We go to Clegg's. Erica gets to pick out flowers and stuff for the outside, and we plant. And I can't complain because it's Mother's Day. Excuse me. Talked about this yesterday, y'all. I'm very sorry, but like, this week my allergies have been awful. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's just all right here, and I wake up and it just drains. So I know that's gross. I'm sorry, but if Morgan develops that power stroke, sky's the limit. I agree. As long as Hilliard can command his cutter, he should do well today. Kim Mulkey told Paul to take him out. Bubba Tatum ordered me a big couch trying to be like Musa. Randall Alfrecht. Give Bianco a little credit as bad as doing the work. I have been, Randall. I've been doing it here. I've been doing it on AFR. Drew Bianco now has a 7-game SEC hitting streak. Hitting streak in 7 SEC games. And his average was going into last night. His average in SEC play was 286. And he was 1 for 3 last night, so he saw that average creep up a little bit more. 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a walk and a strikeout. I mean, again, the strikeouts are still aplenty with Drew Bianco, but he's being productive as well. So I mean, Randall, anyone who's been watching any of my stuff can attest to that. I have been very adamantly open about saying I wanted Drew Bianco nowhere near the starting lineup, and they ran him out there in the Ole Miss series. He got a hit in each of the 3 games. Got a hit in each of the games he played against Arkansas, and now he's gotten a hit in each of the games he's played against Auburn. And the flip side of it is, in conference play, Zach Arnold was only hitting 166. So this isn't really even a debate. I mean, Bianco deserves to play. Are there field minimums or regulations for park dimensions, NCAA or SEC? Nope. I mean, Cliff, look, if you remember LSU playing at Georgia a couple years ago, Georgia down the line and right is like 310. I mean, 310. Like I could hit a ball 310. I'm confident if I went to a baseball field today, having not swung a bat in forever, I could get a hold of one and pull down a right field line because I'm a lefty and hit a 310. I mean, anyway. Drew was not happy to see Hunt last night. It wasn't Hunt. Drew was expecting to see Terrio pop up on the companion show, and then when it wasn't Terrio, Drew doesn't like when things don't go according to plan. Like he doesn't like things out of order. So he got very upset last night. Yes.
It was not about that. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, but when he ran up to me.
Yeah, at first he wanted to see him, but then when I had him in.
No, I know, but when he ran up to me and and was kind of fussing a little bit, I was saying, look, say hi, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
His
No, I know.
meltdown was his stomach was out of control.
Okay. Which is worse, Gio's hair or Malazzo's creepy stash? Neither are good. I'm trying to think, Hunter, which I would, if I had to do one, would I wear that mustache or would I wear the hair? And I would probably say I'd wear the mustache. That hair is just terrible. It's out of control. The mustache at least looks like a joke. The hair is just awful. Yes, and Bianco did have a great play, did count. How about that half inning where the guy from Auburn, Drew Bianco makes the great play behind second base, makes the throw to first. They rule him out. They go to replay. They ultimately determine that he's safe. Then stealing second, Malazzo's got him pegged. Jordan Thompson drops the ball, but then the base runner's cleat gets caught in the glove. And as Thompson's lifting his glove, he lifts the guy off the bag and they rule him out. Go review it, and they uphold the call that he's out. That was so bizarre. For those that didn't see it last night, it was a bizarre sequence. The Auburn player sliding into second, his cleat got caught in Jordan Thompson's glove. And so when Thompson went to go to stand up, he lifted the guy's foot off the back because it was hooked in the glove. And he had the ball, and so he tagged him. He's out. It was the craziest damn thing. Anyway, so it all worked out. Let's see. Jonathan Martin Maneri said in postgame, Edwards and Fontenot wouldn't be available. I'm surprised Edwards. Okay. I'm surprised Edwards won't go today. Lance Richard, Cougs roasting Musso about his mom's couch. Hunt saying he loved 11 inches was the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Hunt nerded out and asked Coogan about some glove. And Coogan was like, yeah, that's been a popular glove for a long time. The whatever A2000. And Hunt goes, yeah, 11 inches, love 11 inches. I was like, yes, Hunt, I love 11 inches also. And then it just became a lot of innuendo, which was fun. Stephen Miller, 13 wins plus beating Louisiana Tech again. Oh my God, I'm 21 minutes behind on Facebook comments. Lance Bradford, oh my God, sorry. Break out the brooms. Dale Broussard, Jamie Leday. Hope we see freshman year Hilliard today. Killer 12-6 curve. Jeff McKithen, Patrick Cason. What's considered to be a great RPI. Bro, if you're in the top 20 in the RPI, I mean, consider, Patrick, 64 teams make the field. Now you're going to have automatic bids from conference tournament winners like SWAC or MEAC, A10, whatever. Like their conference champion is going to get in regardless of RPI because they get their automatic bid. But if you're looking for an at-large bid, 64 teams get in. I mean, just play that game, right? I mean, if your RPI is in the top 20, like You should be in the field. It's not large. Let's see, Richard Bruce. If LSU makes a regional, do we honestly think they can go anywhere? I feel like they're in the same position as the Pelicans. So, Richard, we've talked about this a bunch, and there are examples of teams that have done it. Look, Auburn, the Auburn team that made it to Omaha a couple of years ago, they were 14 and 16 in the SEC. I mean, they were 14 and 16. They got hot and made a run. In 2018, Mississippi State was 15 and 15 in conference and went all the way to the championship series in Omaha. So, I mean, it's possible, man. Like, we've talked about Fresno State in 2008 was literally the last team of 64 to be in the field, like the lowest of the 4 seeds, and won the national championship. I mean, it's baseball, man. It's a funny game. Like, do I think LSU could go into a regional, start Marceau? Well, I don't think he'd start Marceau. Could he throw Labus in a 2-3 matchup and you get a great performance from Labus, who beat Doug Nikhazy in Oxford? Sure. And then you bring back Landon Marceau in a winner's bracket game. Could Marceau win a game against somebody else's ace? Sure. And then someone's got to come back and beat you twice. I mean, could LSU win a regional? Sure. Sure. And then same thing when you go into a super regional. Just can you win a weekend? So, I mean, can they? I mean, do I think it's likely? No. I think they're going to get sent out west. And like we saw in 2010 with UCLA and 2018 when they went to Oregon State. Those were really, really good teams. That Oregon State team is one of the best college baseball teams I've ever seen. And I don't know that team is out west this year, but I think that's what will happen. Now, maybe because of COVID, they won't send LSU as far. They won't want teams to travel, but maybe not. But they have a better shot than the Pels would of advancing if they got in and had to play best of 7 against Utah. Stephen Miller, LSU getting one from Barb, but the better one is locked in on State. Yep, that's the recruiting talk again. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind on the comments. I'm trying to catch up, go a little quicker. Michael Costello, agree and disagree. Tigers are growing up. If they make a regional, it's because they stay as hot as they are right now. Pitching scares me, but they are starting to mature. Andrew Bayer, Nolan Kane shouldn't have sent the runner. Right fielder barely bobbled the ball.
I just, his stomach is, I'm going, sorry, guys. What?
Are we not doing asking?
Yeah, but let me just blow dry my
Oh,
hands.
okay.
I gotta go back. The spray tan, I got like splotches all over me. I'm going back this morning. Like, what the hell is that?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, random spots. So
I know.
I'm about to, whenever I go to the elevators, I'm going back there and be like, hey, fix this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to start getting dressed.
Spray tan props. Michael Costello. Hey, Janet Anderson. Last night reminded me of watching sports when my sons lived at home. Good times. Tad Page, good morning. Proud of the guys. No quit, just grit. Go Tigers. Kelly Gross, good morning. Henry Bennett, morning, Matt. Toughest schedule in the country with a weaker schedule to end the season. Their RPI will take a dip, so hopefully they take advantage of what's in front of them. You know, Henry, the difference is like, they're not going to fall out of the top 25 in RPI. They're at 19 right now. Bama next weekend. Like if playing Auburn should cause your RPI to dip, but these wins are actually improving their RPI. So Bama is. Bama's 11-11 in conference play after losing last night. So I mean, you're talking about. Let's see where Bama is in the RPI. Let's see. All right, so LSU's RPI, as we mentioned, is up to 19. Alabama is Bama's at 29, and then A&M's RPI is. A&M 65. So that's the one that would, excuse me, that's the one that would cause you to dip a little bit. Told you my allergies are bad, y'all. Michael Costello, Tigers shouldn't see the Auburn closer today, right? Think either y'all or Walker brought up Auburn was limiting appearances due to injuries. Love the companion show. Watch it with my son. Game turned down. Was sipping the whistle pick from Alexander. It's very cool, Michael. Appreciate y'all for hanging out, man. It was a lot of fun. Jamie Fortenberry, how about the Tigers? Ruben Deleri, do you think Efton Reed chooses LSU? Dickie V hasn't angry tweeted yet, so I'm nervous. One of the morally pure bloods gets him. I have no idea. I can't even pretend to tell you that I know anything about basketball recruits and who they're going to pick and whatever. No idea. It would be a total guess. That's kind of what Hunt and Coogan were talking about last night when they kept referencing Sharif O'Neal. Jamie Fortenberry, who's starting today? It's very likely Mikhail Hilliard, unless something changes. Tony Williams, heard LSU's in good shape with Ty Washington, 5-star guard from Arizona. I know Kentucky's got him, or he's got Kentucky on the radar too. Okay. Jamie Fortenberry, if we give him a gift card to Roosters, is that breaking the rules? You're talking about Gio. Brandon Atchison, if we make a regional, they probably send us to TCU. I'd rather that over going out west. The way Musa was sitting his mom's chair last night looked like Jabba the Hutt. It was all just belly. And Musa's it's like he's a big guy. He's actually a small guy, but it's like the way the camera was positioned was like an up belly and like under chin and face. It was funny. Let's see. Oh, that's so true. The ball off of Fontenot's ankle was big. I mean, that ball was going right up the middle, man. It went off. I thought it went off the rubber, and it skied into the air. Bianco made the play and threw him out at first. But you're right. Sometimes you get the breaks, man. Merrick Mathern, Gio should cut his hair. It may help him hit better. Terrio didn't mention people who don't put shopping carts back in the letter. That's true. We've addressed that before, Carly Cat. Hunter Picard, A2000, 11 inches, ball. That was it. The A2000, 11-inch A2000 was the glove that Hunt was referring to. Cliff Nelson, LSU should pay you and Hunt to simulcast all their games. Much better to watch. Man, we had a good time. So, I mean, admittedly, starting to do more and more companion show stuff. Because I'm just tinkering with a lot of different stuff because I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen during football season because we don't know what's going to happen for pregame or companion shows or postgame whiskey and wine. Like all of that stuff is kind of fluid now, right? So, my objective with all this is let's see if we stumble onto something that works out really well that people seem to enjoy. If there's that dynamic at play. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Feedback welcomed, all that sort of stuff. Star Hill Stunners, is LSU the best team in the state? Yeah, I mean, I know Louisiana Tech's got a really good team this year. They already played once. LSU beat them. I think LSU beat them handily too. What was that score? They play again too. LSU beat them 16-7. Beat the crap out of them. They play this week, right? Yeah, they play on Tuesday at the Box. As always, y'all, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Locations all over the greater Baton Rouge area. It is, of course, a Saturday, which means the after-hours clinic is open. So if you weekend warriors find yourself in need of an orthopedist today, get on by Brock right there, Bluebonnet, inside of the Surgical Specialty Center, Neil Perkins. First, you walk in the Surgical Specialty Center, first floor, you're looking straight at Brock. Of course, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Been awesome, man. Been an awesome few weeks. Obviously, we had that really bad weather came through a couple weeks ago with all the hail, and so many of you have called us at Hudco, and come out and done roof inspections. Some instances it's been, hey, look, you got damage, let's file a claim. And some it's been like just a little granular loss, but you're good, which is great. It's just all about getting up on the roof, doing that inspection to see if you got damage. So, man, we'd love the opportunity. A lot of times you can just look up at your roof and see if your roof looks kind of crummy compared to new ones in your neighborhood. It's time. Give us a shout, man. You can message me directly and I will facilitate for you. I mean, I do that a lot. People will send me a text to my text line all the time or message me on Facebook or wherever. I will happily facilitate getting your roof inspection set up. So HUDCOroofing.com, HUDCOroofing.com. Let's see. Jamie Fortenberry, Jerry DeLucky, companion shows are gold. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that, man. Randall, is Morgan having the best freshman season in LSU history? No. I believe that would belong to Todd Walker. And that will be very hard to beat. Todd Walker, I mean, time goes and sometimes we forget, but in that 92 team, and Todd referenced it yesterday in AFR, 92, him, Andy Sheets and Russ Johnson, those guys, that 92 team lost their regional, but then they came back the next year and won the national championship. So, where's his, here we go, boom. Let's see. Oh, you'd be kidding me. All right. As a freshman, here you go. All right, so as a freshman, Todd Walker hit 400, became the first freshman in LSU history. He became the first player in LSU history to hit 400 and did it as a freshman. He hit 400, 72 runs, 100 hits, 76 RBI, 21 doubles, 3 triples, 12 homers, and slugged .652. Led the SEC in RBI, runs, and total bases. And hit 400 as a freshman. Whew. Hit .406 in SEC play as a freshman. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Obviously won the national championship his sophomore year when he hit .395, and then as a junior he hit only .393. So Todd Walker hit 400, .395, .393 during his 3 years in Baton Rouge. That's why they call him the Batman, bro. He's the best, man. I remember when I played, I've said this on air several times before, but like if 12-year-old Matt Moscona knew that adult Matt Moscona got to talk to Todd Walker, and like he would flip. Like I played second base, loved Todd Walker, hit a little flow coming out of the back of his hair because you could in 1992. I played 1 year in a YMCA league, and it was sponsored by Jerry Lane, who was also, I guess, a big LSU sponsor. So our kickoff of the season for all the teams in the league went to Alec Box Stadium. And got to watch a game, or we had like a clinic there or whatever, and a lot of the LSU baseball players there, they signed autographs. And Todd Walker, like they set up like tables on the infield, and the baseball players, the LSU players, signed autographs. And so I had my YMCA baseball hat, and Todd Walker signed the bill, and I kept that for so long. I'm actually surprised, and also I looked for it a few years ago because I have some boxes of like memorabilia and stuff like that, autograph stuff. I looked for it a few years ago and I couldn't find it, but I'm telling you, I had that hat for a long time. Anyway, Todd Walker was a dude, bro. He was the guy. Just so cool, man. Yeah. Flip shades, hit everything. Just everybody wanted to be Todd Walker. When I was a kid, he was just the guy. Let's see. Anything else? What y'all got? Kirk Landreau morning, I slept well last night. Glad to hear it, Kirk. Hilliard's 2018 start against Auburn and Mize was outstanding. Attended that game, need a repeat performance. I remember that game, Kirk, when they beat Casey Mize. Hilliard pitched great. I would say his two best outings that season were that one against Mize, and then he also started, Hilliard did, like, they ended up playing the stupid 7-inning doubleheader against Vanderbilt on the road, and he threw, if I'm not mistaken, a complete game, and I think they lost 1-0. But he was awesome that day. Hey, babe.
Did you just start beeping?
I was just getting to start. You got it? Oh, Erica's here. It's Mother's Day weekend. 30 watching on YouTube. We've got how many on Facebook? Why doesn't it show me how many on Facebook? Oh, there it is. 42 on Facebook. Let me get that number up a little bit. All right. It is time for Ask E-Rock. So, if you would like to start getting your questions in for Ask E-Rock, or she's not going to do it. So get some questions. Get some questions for Ask E-Rock. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Please hit the like button if you've not done so yet. My goodness, hit that like. 31 watching, only 20 likes. Need to get those likes up. Is if you're on your phone and all you see is the live chat, X out of the live chat, hit the thumbs up, and you'll see the live chat icon. Just tap that right back into the live chat. It'll come right back up. Need to get those numbers up. 33 watching on YouTube, only 21 likes. Please, like 23. Come on. And go, 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 go. 24. Go, 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 go. 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 Just 24. 25. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Star Hill Stunners. If Pulmonary calls it a career, would Bianco be considered? Would he even give it a look? No. Tim Tucker, Dad and I still argue about who was the better hitter between Walker and Eddie Furnace. He says Walker. He might be right, but I'm holding my ground. They were both great hitters, man. Furnace, I think the biggest difference is Walker had the pro career and Furnace stayed 4 years. So if Todd Walker had played another season, he would have every record that would never be touched. Furnace was amazing for 4 years. He also played in the Gorilla Ball era and had more of a power bat than Todd Walker did. So that would be the big difference. But Walker was a double-digit homer guy. Todd, let's see. He had, as I mentioned, 12 homers as a freshman. He had 22 homers as a sophomore, and then and 18 as a junior. So Todd brought the power stroke, but Furnace, let's see, Eddie, LSU. No, Wikipedia. Let's see. Eddie, career, boom. All right, so Eddie, why are there only 2 seasons on here? They only have the 97, 98. That's not what I want. He had 378 in 97, then 403 in 98. He should have won. Eddie Furnace should have won. Todd Walker should have won Golden Spikes too. But here we go. So remember, Walker as a freshman hit 400. Furnace hit 326. Not that that's shabby, but he hit 80 points higher as a freshman. So Furnace went 326, 374, 378, 403. So he did get better each year. Homers, he 9 as a freshman, then 26, 17, 28 in 1998. So, I mean, when Furnace left, he was the SEC career leader in homers and RBI and hits and all that stuff. I mean, he, he was awesome, man. They were both awesome. It's like you're comparing literally the 2 greatest position players that LSU's ever produced. I mean, 2 greatest careers of position players that LSU's ever produced. I mean, if you just want to talk talent, obviously guys like Bregman come up there. But like if you're just talking about the career that they had, in Baton Rouge. I mean, there's a reason those two have their jersey retired. You know, they're the two best that LSU's ever produced. So man, we're splitting hairs there, man. Mark Vitanovich, good morning. R.I.P. Tawny Katane. Who's Tawny Katane? Tawny. How do I know this? Oh, an actress? What is she in? I don't know her. She died May 7th. What was she in? I don't know her. She was 60 years old. Oh, 59, sorry. I don't know who that is, but condolences. Ruben Delary, with the new transfer rule, do you think Brennan will be the last 4-star to sit 3 years ever again? No, I mean, there's always going to be outliers and exceptions like that. I understand the question, though. You know, Brennan's situation was a little different, too. Like, he played as a freshman, and, they brought in Burrow, and they said, hey, you want to red shirt this year to keep an extra year of eligibility. It made sense, man, with his, wanting to be at LSU, his family background, being a Louisiana guy. He's been dating a girl at LSU for a long time. It made sense for him to stay and wait it out. And then, it was going to be his turn last year, kind of as everything fallen in line. They got injured. So I do think, but I said this on Chuck Oliver's show yesterday, and I'll say it, I'll continue to say it to the start of the season. I do think if I had to bet today, I would say Brennan starts the opener. That's going to surprise people, but I think he will. Hey, babe. What?
I look like a freaking...
Erica went spray tan last night. She's got like giant splotches on her legs.
It's never happened before.
What did you do?
No, I called her. I'm like, hey, this has never happened. What are we going to do? Like, I look ridiculous.
You called the spray tan
Yeah, I
place?
just called them.
What did they say?
And she's like, oh, did you exfoliate before you came? I'm like, yes, I've done this for years. And it's random, like my upper thigh. It's not like it's like my hand, like something I would have touched or whatever. And she's like, we have new products which are really great, but if you bathe with anything with mineral oil, then it will not work with our products. I'm like, okay. She goes, go check your soap, go take another shower, check your soap, make sure you're not using mineral oil. I'm like, okay, is this gonna be comps when I come back in? She's like, oh yeah, it'll be free. I'm like, yes, it will be free. Anyway,
Yes, it will be free.
Well, I mean, like, I look like a zebra. And I didn't last night. That's the weird thing. Anyway, so.
It's so, I have all these little red bumps right here. You see that?
No.
Well, sometimes they get really, really red, like they're more inflamed,
Looks
right?
like a sweat spot, too.
It's so, but I don't have it on this arm. It's like, it's all the hair follicles get super, like, red.
Why don't you ask Aesthetic? You go there.
Oh, well, okay. Do you know Tawny Katane?
Who?
That's what I said. Everyone's like, her. White Snake video, danced on cars.
I don't watch snakes.
No, White Snake is a band.
Oh. I don't like snakes.
I don't like snakes either. But White Snake's a band.
And I've been to his stomach 3 times now, and nothing's moving. And he's like,
Did you take the extension out?
no,
Yeah, take the extension out because it's probably got,
clogged.
yeah, at the tip, yeah.
No, stuff's coming out.
Oh, just his food?
No air, yeah.
Oh.
But he's got, you can tell. It's like that hurting look. Yeah, food's wrong and coming out, so I don't want that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Eric is here. If you have Ask E-Rocks, fire away. We'll get into it. Are you excited for Mother's Day weekend?
I don't know what's planned.
Well, you got flowers last
I
night.
did. That was awesome. And a splotchy spray tan.
I got you a splotchy spray tan. And you had flowers yesterday.
Yes, that was awesome.
We will go to Clegg's today.
Oh, good.
We'll go to Clegg's today and get flowers for outside. I
Okay.
can't complain because it's Mother's Day
No, you
weekend.
cannot complain when you have to plant them.
And then we'll go see my mom, and you will have dinner tonight. You'll have your most favorite dinner in the world tonight.
It's a major cheat here.
It's okay. It's
Okay,
Mother's
I
Day.
feel so guilty.
You can have your most favorite dinner in the world tonight.
Okay.
And then tomorrow on actual Mother's Day, You will get your present provided it comes in today.
Yeah.
And maybe Drew got you something.
Ooh, I know what that is.
What?
Lush. It's good. Y'all refill my stock every couple months. It's perfect. Who else can have a fully stocked Lush bar in their bathroom 24/7, 365? No one else. I'm telling you, there's no one else that has like the frequent supply of Lush readily available.
Did you go snooping around?
Baby, it's what you get me every time for anything. I know what it is. No, I didn't go snoop around. Is it really that? I'm sure it is. It's a win-win.
It looks like you have a booger under your nose. Well, it was your cream. You just didn't wipe it out.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not giving that to you then.
No, I want it. I'm just saying, like, I'm glad. Who else can have like a fully stocked Lush bathroom?
I know, Lush is ridiculous. I mean, y'all ever buy bath bombs from Lush? It's like you're just throwing like $9 into the bathtub. You know what I mean? It is
Okay,
crazy.
Why are you complaining about Mother's Day right now?
I'm just talking about Lush in particular.
Have y'all ever seen that whiskey? It's like you're throwing $200 in a cup.
Not
Yeah,
$200.
exactly. I enjoy nice baths. You enjoy expensive whiskey. So we're even. And your whiskey's far more expensive than my Lush bath bombs.
Nothing on there is $200.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, some might be. On the very top.
Okay, are we doing this? Or
Yeah.
I've got to now go get fixed from a spray.
Okay.
Not what I had planned tomorrow. So I did this yesterday. So I have to do this today.
Cliff Nelson, Ask You Rock.
Hi, Cliff. Sorry. I was looking for something.
Front load washing machines or top loading? Hi, bud.
Hi, buddy.
Ryan and Mom.
Ryan on Mommy's
You want
phone.
Ryan and
Okay.
Mommy's phone?
Here you go.
And he's gone. And he's gone. He waddles away. I love those jammies.
I know, but they're too long. He trips over them.
It's
That's
so
why
fun.
he waddles.
It's fun to watch them waddle. All right.
Oh, good morning, Cliff. Sorry.
Front loading washing machines or
Oh.
top loading?
Top loading.
Star Hill Stunners, Ask You Rock. Whiskey or wine?
Wine. Never whiskey. It's disgusting. It's way too expensive.
Kirk Landreau, Ask You Rock. Utensils up or down in the dishwasher?
Down.
Does anybody do utensils up?
Because I don't want to get stuck by it. Yeah,
Right?
people do because I think they think it gets cleaned better. Because if it's up, I think it's going to get cleaned better. These are very random questions, I find.
Brady Smith, Pels almost beat Philly last night with most of their starters out with injury. They couldn't get off a shot in the last two possessions of the OLO tank. I'm all for it. Cliff Nelson, Ask You Rock. You can only save one.
Oh.
A baby seal or a baby dolphin?
Hi, baby dolphin.
What do you hate seals?
I don't hate seals, but I think they'd be harder to save because of their body shape. The little feet that go in the front.
But dolphins are also bigger.
Babies. Babies are babies.
Still bigger.
Dolphin.
Ask You Rock. Getting gifts for Mother's Day or giving gifts to other moms?
I love giving. I'm a gift giver.
So you don't need any?
No, I love getting gifts, but I also love gifting. I got some cute, cool stuff from my sisters and my mom and your mom. So I like giving.
Ask You Rock. What it is about Matt that first attracted you to him? His gift of the gab, his natural good looks, or was it his mysterious ways that first got your attention?
Who said that?
Scott McClendon, who's now my best friend.
I think it was his charm.
Charm. Was I charming on our first date?
Yeah. You're just funny. You have a lot of personality. You know, I didn't have to think of like something to talk about or like.
That's true.
Yeah. You just have a good personality.
I talk a lot.
And your hair is so hot. No, your personality probably first. And then your good look.
I think I had buzzed head back then. I wasn't like all the way bald like I am now.
No, you weren't, believe me.
I know, but it was buzzed.
Want to look twice. Because it's like scary. You would have been scary to me. I would have thought you were a nice guy. Scary look, babe. Especially when you have a hat and you look all mean. It's very intimidating. I don't like it. It's very intimidating.
Ask You Rock. Does Matt look good in blue and gray.
I don't understand the weirdo who thinks blue and gray doesn't go together. That is like it doesn't even make sense. Gray's a neutral color. It goes with anything. It goes with everything.
That was someone earlier this week on AFR. I got an email from a guy who was like, watching your show, my girlfriend says your watch band is distracting because it doesn't match your shirt. But she has the hots for you. I was like, well, that's very nice because nobody really does. And I was wearing a navy blue shirt and my watch band was gray. Navy blue and gray, like Eric reminded me, like that was the whole theme of Drew's bedroom
Still is,
when he was a baby. Like everything was navy blue and gray.
Navy is gray with navy blue accent.
Yeah.
It definitely goes together. Weird girl.
Jason Mathern take on Beloso. I think Beloso is a really good college player. He is actually third or fourth on the team in on-base percentage. He had a lot of tough luck early. He's never really been a dead pull hitter in his career, but he has been this year. He's hitting to the shift a bunch, and that's caused his batting average maybe not to be as high as we'd hope. But he caught fire there after those first 3 weekends. He was batting .202 coming out of the Vanderbilt series. He's raised his average 45 points. So, yeah, I think Cade's a really good player. I want him in the lineup. He gets on base. Stacy Schilling asks E-Rock, how are Drew's birthday decorations coming?
Oh, they're coming.
Are they?
I haven't started them yet. I've ordered a couple little things.
Oh, she's ordered it's May the 8th. So we got 2 months and 10 days.
Not a long time. Put it all together.
2 months and 10 days to pull together a 7-year-old birthday party. Not a lot of time. You heard it here first.
I'm a full-time working mother who cooks all the time. So I don't have a lot of free time. If I stayed home all day, 2 months is a long time to do that. If I stayed home all day and I didn't have any responsibilities, I didn't cook constantly, I would have so much
Did you
time.
cook yesterday?
Yes. Cooked a cauliflower crust pizza for me last night. I had to grate the cauliflower, I had to bake it, I had to get the turkey pepperoni and chop up the bell peppers. Yeah, I cooked last night.
Did you cook that for?
I cook every night. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, if I stayed home all day, 2 months would be a long time for the party. But because my schedule is full, it takes a while.
She has a full schedule. She has a very full schedule.
I do. Oh my God.
Jason Mathern, live or bouquet of roses?
What?
Like, I guess like a rose bush.
Bouquet.
Hey, Drew, you want to come say hi to Dad's show?
Nope.
Here you go. Esky Rock. Pinot Grigio or Pinot Noir?
Pinot no.
Pinot no.
No, we don't like that. We only like Moscato. D'Asti with the D'Asti.
With the D'Asti.
Must have the D'Asti.
Must have the
If you don't have the
D'Asti.
D'Asti, I don't want it.
If you
Flat.
don't have the D'Asti, it's got to be bubbly. Got to be bubbly. I think we're done.
Oh Lord, that was nothing. We ain't doing this again. They're done. Everybody's over there.
Erica,
That was 4
Sunday.
questions.
Listen, Sunday is when trivia is
You're
here.
forcing it.
Sunday is when trivia is here, and it's never forced then because he's got a bajillion questions. It's always better on Sunday, Erica. I try to give people a little taste today on Mother's Day weekend. Say, "Oh, wish you a happy Mother's Day weekend, Erica, while you do your makeup." That's all. I mean, what's lost here? You hung out for a few minutes
Okay. I
Did
just
you-
feel like it's forced.
while you're doing your makeup.
I just feel like it's forced.
It's not, Erica.
I don't like forced.
Tawny Katan died at 59. I don't recognize her at all. Apparently she was in the White Snake video. Anyway. Okay, y'all. LSU baseball, 2 o'clock. Y'all have an awesome day. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the moms. And we'll see you on the flip side. Shout out to Brock and Hudco. Let me get on your roof. Do you want to do a Brock promo? Or Hudco?
You're way better.
All right. See y'all later.